Hi, this is Holly from The Sweet Simple Things, and welcome to my channel where we make healthy and nourishing recipes the whole family will love. Make sure you hit subscribe to see all the latest recipes. While these are definitely not cute to eat on camera, they are so good. We are making smoked chicken legs on the Traeger with a fresh chimichurri sauce. So we're going to start by cleaning and drying off our chicken legs. Wipe them down, dry them, put them on a rack, and let them go in the fridge for 2 hours to dry the skins out. Next, we're going to make our chimichurri. So we're going to use a half a bunch of fresh cilantro and a half bunch of fresh flat leaf parsley. And you want to leave the stems on the cilantro because there's a lot of flavor in those, but you can chop off the long stems of the parsley and then just go ahead and chop those real small with a sharp knife. Now, some people do make chimichurri with a food processor. I recommend against it. I've tried it a number of times. Every time I try it, it turns the herbs really bitter. I think it has to do with bruising the leaves. I just don't think it tastes that good, so doing this by hand is definitely worth it. So go ahead, chop up those herbs and get them in a bowl. Now, I am going to use my food chopper to kind of do the rest of these, but you certainly don't have to use a food chopper. I'm just using it because I have one. I have definitely just chopped these by hand before, and that also works great. But you're going to de-seed a jalapeno and then go ahead and chop that very small for the chimichurri as well. If you don't like spicy, you can totally leave out the jalapeno too, and you don't need to replace it with anything. Then next we are going to do about half of a red onion, peel it, and then get that chopped into small pieces too. Add those to the bowl of herbs. Then you want to finely mince your garlic cloves and add the fresh garlic to the bowl. And then we'll make the olive oil dressing. So some olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice and red wine vinaigrette, and then some spices. Whisk them together and pour it over the herbs. Now I'm kind of going on the low side with the olive oil here. If you want a really runny sauce, you can certainly add more olive oil, but I love chimichurri and I want to eat a lot of it, and I don't need to eat a half a cup of oil on my chicken legs, so I just pull it back a little bit, and so I have kind of a more thick chimichurri than some recipes. But the way that if you want it thinner, all you have to do is add more olive oil than what I do, and you just add olive oil to the texture that you want. Then I'm just going to go ahead, add this to a little dish and stick this in the refrigerator until dinner time. After you've dried out your chicken legs in the fridge for about 2 hours, take them out and put a little olive oil on the outside, and then we're going to season these up with a poultry rub. Now I'm just using a jarred poultry rub. I think this is Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. Kinder's wood fire garlic is my absolute favorite though, and really just use your favorite poultry rub for this. This is a very simple, quick, easy recipe. Use any poultry rub you have on hand that you think would taste good with chimichurri. It really doesn't matter. And rub in, and then we are going to bring this out to our preheated Traeger, and we are going to smoke it at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. After it's been 30 minutes, I like to take my meat thermometer and stick it in the thickest part of one of the legs. We're going to turn the Traeger up to 350 and let this finish out for about another 20 to 30 minutes or until they reach 165. Go ahead and pull them off, and they have crispy golden brown skin. It's so good. They're perfectly seasoned with whatever rub that you wanted to use. And then we are going to serve this with that chimichurri we made earlier. And that is super good, just drizzled over the top. Or you can cut off meat and kind of scoop it up with a fork. And like I said, This is not cute to eat on camera, but it's great.